Whoa, so I just saw after doing a Zayn video that there's a Zayn and Taylor Swift video. How about that, dude? That is just perfect because I've done a bunch of Taylor Swift videos. I'm behind on a Taylor Swift video and I've been meaning to do Zayn videos, so this is a match made in heaven as far as I am concerned. Not Zayn and Taylor Swift, but me in this video. Yeah, I just came off of Zayn's Pillow Talk, and it's like a fine song. It doesn't really do anything for me. It just plays around the cliche of like a relationship being bad but also good, and then talks about that for like 5 minutes. So, but he has a really good voice. I just figured I wanted to explore a little bit more Zayn and see what I think. I kind of feel like he's not my type of artist. I'll have to look into who his music producers and stuff are, because I'm curious who else they've worked with, and then maybe I'll have a better idea. But yeah, let's see what this is about. I literally had no idea this existed, so I wonder if I've heard this before. Let's see.
Sitting eyes wide open behind these four walls, hoping you come. It's just a cruel existence, like it's no point hoping at all. Baby, baby, I feel crazy all night, and every day. Give me something, but you say nothing. What is happening to me?
I like this song better than the last Zayn song that I heard for sure. But I will I'll say one thing about those O's. Those O's that are happening in the background. I feel like there was this time a couple years ago where like every fucking song. Oh God, how did it start? Was that some like Imagine Dragon shit where there's just some song that always has like these O's in the background, kind of happening in this ballady way? I don't know. This just kind of reminds me of that a little bit, but maybe nobody knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, I do like this song better. It's definitely off to a more interesting start for me.
I'm sitting eyes wide open and I got one thing stuck in my mind. Wondering if I dodged a bullet or just lost the love of my life.
It's kind of trippy because I did go back to some of Taylor Swift's old stuff, where she's just such a like innocent country girl, and yeah, super. I don't know, just a real change of persona, at least for the sake of her fame and her music career. I'm not saying that she's changed as a person. Like, look at her now. But it's just interesting that a completely different image has kind of taken that effect or had that effect for her career. I'm sure some of that was intentional. Some of it probably came naturally because she did go more mainstream pop as opposed to just country pop. And that's kind of what you do when you go mainstream pop, is you take on these different personas, or you take on a sort of really edgy persona. So I guess if you take a country music star and give her like an edgy persona, maybe this direction makes sense in this day and age where the music is heavily influenced by like electronic and hip hop elements. So in some way it's not surprising, but it's also still kind of shocking, if that makes sense. It's just funny to see her like this, knowing where she came from, so to speak.
But you gave me nothing. What is happening to me? I don't wanna live forever, 'cause I know I've been living in
feel like that's the best lyric in the song is I don't want to live forever because I know I'd only be living in vain. What does he say exactly? I'll get it next time. I feel like I'm butchering it a little bit, but I do like that line.
Just wanna keep calling your name till you come back home. Just wanna keep calling your name till you come back home. I've been looking sad in all the nicest places. Baby, baby, I feel crazy. I see you around in all these empty faces. And every day I've been looking sad in all the nicest places. Give me something, but you say nothing. Now I'm in a cab, I tell them where your place is. What is happening to me? I don't wanna live forever, 'cause I know I've been living in pain, and I don't wanna feel forever. I just wanna keep calling your name till you come back home. I just wanna keep calling your name until you.
This is so weird that I'm having this thought at this point in the song because it feels almost completely unrelated. But I've been listening to so many different musicians recently, and I haven't recorded all my videos of reacting or whatever. I've just been watching. But this feels like a song that could be written, and a lot of people could do it. Whereas, I'm going to be honest, I listen to a lot of music from the 70s. And the 70s was a time where you really had to be like this God-given talent to be like a successful, famous musician. And that's not the case for everybody. But if you think about all the big names that stood the test of time from the 70s, like Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, or the Beatles, or the Rolling Stones, or Jimi Hendrix, all these people were just phenomenally talented musicians that literally, like, the majority, if not all of their songs, really couldn't be done by somebody else. Like, I don't know. And I guess that kind of takes something away from the song for me. I don't like if this didn't say Zayn or Taylor Swift on it, I feel like nobody would really care about this song. So it's almost like these people are just a brand name for this song to be attached to. It's like a name and a face, and I guess it's kind of a voice, but I don't feel like there's anything really amazing or iconic about these people's voices. I mean, Zayn's got a lot of like effects going on over his vocals too. So I feel like a lot of the sound is coming from the effects. And I'm not saying that he's not a good singer. I know he's a really good singer, but I just feel like the songs I've heard so far are very, I don't know. A lot of the sound and the identity of the song is coming from a mix of him, but also a mix of like heavy amounts of production done to the vocals and stuff. Whereas some of the vocals or some of the guitar work or the drum work or something from the songs or the bands that I was mentioning from the 70s are literally like only this person could do that. Like only Robert Plant could hit those notes in that way, or only Jimmy Page, who was the guitarist for Led Zeppelin, could play a guitar solo like that, or only Jimi Hendrix plays the guitar that way or sings that way, or just, you know what I mean? And I just don't feel like anything that is unique and iconic and exclusive to the talent or ability of these artists is coming through in the music that I'm hearing at all. And I'm not saying it's a bad song. I'm just saying that as far as like showcasing the talent of the artist in a very like to their most like unique and interesting abilities, like I just don't feel like it's pushing any limits that intrigue me. Again, it just kind of feels like a song that anybody could do as long as they're like reasonably good singers. And yeah, they're just kind of a face and a brand for this song to get the attention that I guess it more or less deserves. But like this song in the hands of other artists that are equally talented, at least for the requirements that it would take to execute this song, right? Like somebody that's at least as good at singing as these people are. And I'm sure there's a lot, like there's people that, you know, won the competitions that Zayn was in, so, you know, maybe they're arguably a better singer, but I think that's kind of a dumb measurement anyway. Like anyone that really made it very far is they're all like phenomenal singers, but they won for different reasons, you know. Um, yeah, does that point make any sense at all, or do I just sound like pretentious and I'm finding reasons to hate? I'm just trying to explain why this music doesn't really strike me in any particular way. And it's fair to say that I don't know these artists enough, but yeah, I just feel like a lot of people could kind of do what they're doing in these songs. I'm gonna keep listening.
Keep calling your name till you come back home.
Whoa, Zayn has some pretty eyelashes. Did anyone else notice that? What a hilarious and awkward detail to point out, but it like caught my eye because I looked away for a second. I was looking at Taylor Swift, and then suddenly it's on Zayn's face, and I'm like, huh, those eyelashes, and they're like, oh my god, that's Zayn.
I just wanna keep calling your name till you come back home.
Yeah, look at those eyelashes, dude. I wonder how much time he puts into that. I'm not hating.
It's till you come back home.
Huh, okay. Well, nobody requested that I listen to that song, but I had to because it was Taylor Swift and Zayn. Cool. Well, they did a song together. That's convenient for me. It's not a bad song. I actually didn't mind it. I wasn't annoyed by anything really. Yeah, I wasn't annoyed by it. I've done plenty of Taylor Swift songs where I was annoyed by something, like something stood out and legitimately like bothered me. This one was just more or less like a lot of people could do this song. I don't really understand why it's a popular song or that it has whatever millions of views. What is like 80 million? Yeah, almost 90 million views, except for the fact that it has Taylor Swift and Zayn's name on it. Like that's why this song has that many views, right? Because pretty much anything that those two would do would get at least like a guaranteed amount of views. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. Let me know what you think. Maybe I'm just being an asshole, but that's how I feel about it. Anyway, I don't know what video I'm going to watch next, but you will know. You'll know because I'll have done it already. All right, well, off to the next video. I will see you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe. And yeah, I do listen to many different kinds of music on this channel, so if you are disappointed or you enjoyed the reaction for this kind of video or music or artist, check out some of the other musicians that I've done some reactions to. So anyway, I'll leave it at that for now, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.